today, I've got something to rant about.
It's a rant, not a ride. It's the Houligan Rant.
Today's episode is brought to you by Farstan Insurance, where we guarantee your premiums go up every time you make a claim.
And on today's rant, we're going to talk about insurance companies. Not any insurance company. My house insurance company.
I was simply promised that money would be shared with me once an insurance claim was settled.
First things first, just going to let you know, I do not condone anybody going out and shooting the CEO of an insurance company in the back like just happened down in the States. Don't agree with any of that.
Okay, make sure you guys don't do this.
So, just had to get that out of the way. A little disclaimer there. I am not happy with my insurance company, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Up here in Canada, they want to adjust your premiums. They adjust your premiums. And you know what? You can go pound salt. And that's just the way it is. Giving us one right up the yin-yang here in Canada.
Why don't you just get to the point, Sheriff?
Anyways, here's my story. About a year ago, we had a little bit of an accident here at the house. A snowplow went by the front of the house, and he hit the hydro pole across the street.
Was Jerry Toofy with his father's snowplow business.
At the same time he hit the whole hydro pole across the street, the hydro wire came down, hooked onto the back of his truck, and it dragged our hydro and our meter and all of our wiring that got ripped right out of our house, right down to the panel, that is, down the street. Beautiful. And in the progress, it actually damaged some of the side of our house and the front of our house. All the siding got damaged, to say.
In Canada, that's called a sneaky snowplow.
And you'll need Gerald Foster's say-so to get the electric on.
Now, hydro was back up and running that day, and thank you very much for the county getting that all together and making that happen. However, we had damage on at least two sides of our house, and there was a lot of smoke in the house because we have a pellet stove, and when the hydro went out, well, the house filled with smoke because of the pellet stove. So we had to call the insurance company because that's what you do. You have to make a claim, and then the insurance company goes to the county and goes after them for the money. So I'm told. All right, so it's a win-win situation. Nobody's losing here but me, because I pay my taxes to the county, and the insurance company is probably going to go after the county for the money, and probably even more for all the administrative work they do.
I should have thought under the circumstances you would have abandoned all that red tape.
So our insurance company, they sent somebody out, look at the damages of the house, and they went over the whole house and did all this assessment and blah, 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 and then they went back to the insurance company.
You want my company to fix the house and do all the landscaping?
6 months later, get emails from the insurance company, and they said, well, there's a couple of ways that we can proceed with this fixing of your house, or the claim, I should say, that we put in.
Option B, Brandon goes up to the penitentiary and gets his rectum resized about yay big.
The first one was they could fix the two sides of their house that are damaged by the adjusters that came out and took a look at it. They have an actual company that handles all this kind of stuff.
Because if we do this, we do it all the way.
Or number two, we could get our own contractor and have them take a look and see what needs to be back, and then go back to the insurance company with it and see if we can get it done, which is something we did.
I am interviewing a new contractor for my spec.
And our contractor told us, well, there's no sense in doing two sides of the house because we will never match your siding on the rest of the house because it's like 20 years old.
I mean, the house is old and dark and full of memories, so.
Right.
So which is to say the whole house has to be resided to make it look right.
When we can make it look right, presumably we come out of it smelling like roses.
Or we can take option three. The insurance company says, we can just buy you out for the two sides of the house, and here's what we're going to offer you, minus your deductible.
This is all you get right here.
Of course. Anyways, the wife and I took a good look at the whole situation, and we thought, well, the insurance company is never going to give us the money that we need to actually fix the whole place because it needs new siding now all the way around the house because it will never match if you just do two sides. So we decided to take the money. And I said the insurance company, so if we decide to take option three, our premiums will not go up, right? Oh, no, the insurance adjuster said. They shouldn't go up at all. It should be fine. This was an act of God, or should I say, an act of the county, and the county's paying for it. I went, okay, perfect. So my taxes that go to the county are paying for this.
You know, you could pay me.
They're going to give us a little bit of money, which wasn't a whole lot, and I'm not going to disclose what the amount was, but it's definitely not enough to reside the whole house. So we put it in a kitty, and we decided in the spring we will reside the whole house with our own contractor. Another 6 months go by. And what do you know, it's time to renew the insurance on the house. And we get the bill in the mail for our premiums. And guess what? Our premiums went up 40%. My. 40%. Kind of criminal, isn't it?
That's criminal talk, isn't it?
Well, if you ask me, it definitely is. So, I got on the phone, decided, hey, let's call the insurance company and see why did our premiums just go up 40% after 30 years of being with this insurance company?
Trust me, after 30 years down here, I've thought about it a lot.
And what do you know they told us? Here's the reasoning. Well, you guys have an oil furnace in there, and we've changed the policy for our oil furnaces and how we insure houses that have oil furnaces. And I'm like, you've known we've had an oil furnace for 30 years. But here's the problem. 8 years ago, we shut the oil furnace off, and we have in-floor heating in a pellet stove now. So there's a boiler system in the house now, mini boiler system, that runs through our floors and keeps the whole house nice and toasty. We don't use the oil anymore. Have it for over 8 years now. And the insurance adjuster said, well, we didn't know that. I says, well, that's funny because you didn't know it because the insurance adjuster came out and took a look at it. It was the same time we put a new roof on the house at that time too.
I gotta put a new roof on this place.
So the insurance company need to know all about that, and you guys definitely know. Oh, by the way, our insurance broker dude at the time is no longer with the company.
And remember, I'm not just a mayor, I'm also a notary and insurance broker.
So that didn't help neither. Anyways, make a long story short, our insurance went up 40%. Isn't that nice? Hello, Merry Christmas to the family here at the Houligan house. We just upped your premiums. And not only that, I'm waiting to see if my taxes go up now, because now that we had to put in something with the insurance company will probably go after the county, and the county will have to pay them because it was their mistake because the hydro pole came down and ripped everything out of the house at the time. And now our taxes will probably go up just to manage that too.
My point is that it becomes a vicious circle.
Isn't that nice? And our house insurance rhymes with Fart Stan. Thanks, Fart Stan! You really gave it to this Canadian right up the yin-yang as usual. That's my rant.
It's a rant, not a rhyme. It's the Houligan Rant.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Like and subscribe.